Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Dislike. So we're here again with Divinates with Ollie, and then another Esper, but we'll get to that Esper in a second. So Ollie is pretty good, I would say. He's pretty a decent Esper. Like everyone knows that he's a good Chronos sustain character and for speed comps. But yeah, outside of that, like he's not really that much useful for like general content. He's kind of useful for PvP, but other than that, he's pretty much not useful in like wave clearing content because he's a single target damage DPS. But boss battles, he's pretty good. Like he's just good at keeping your teammates alive as well. The thing is, it takes him a pretty like you have to invest a lot into him in order for that to be like your main go to for him. He's pretty much just your extra like keeping one Esper alive. That's basically it. Um, I ran out of water. The problem that I think occurs with Ollie is that you can't really like he you have to build him with a lot of damage. So it's good that his Divinate is he gains attack up before casting Love Duat. So if we look, he gains 100% chance after 100% chance of gaining attack up for 2 turns, so 40% attack buff. Which is good because that means even when using his basic, at least the first time, he'll be able to deal extra damage. I feel like they can change that to crit though, crit rate, because you build him with a lot of damage anyway. So they can change it to crit rate, so you have to focus less on the crit rate. And the reason I think they should do this is because you're gonna build him with crit rate regardless. You're gonna want to give him 100% crit rate anyway, and then his R6 is basically what makes him broken. And you're gonna want to give him crit rate. So if they want to make him do more damage anyway, give him crit rate so that you have to invest less into the crit rate, and then it'll be more useful for R6 because now you can use that extra crit rate like that you were gonna use, in spot of what the crit rate that you would. So what is it, like a 30% increase in crit rate? Um, and then you don't have to put stats into that with your relics, sorry, your equipment. So now your Esper can have more damage, more crit damage, more health, whatever, however you want to build him. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would go with. The attack up is nice. Like they pretty much got the gist of it. He needs to deal a little bit more damage. Um, but I feel like it should be crit rate because he already wants the crit rate on his R6, and you already want him to have 100% crit rates. Well, usually you build him with crit rate anyway because he's going to deal a lot of damage. So you already use crit rate on him. He's going to be really good with the crit rate on R6. So I feel like giving him crit rates instead of attack up would have been or will be much better. So just, keep that in mind, devs. All right, so the next Esper is who? I have to see. Oh, okay, yeah, Shu, Unas. So this is stupid. 100% chance of granting one random ally speed up for 1 turn. Honestly, I think Shu should get this speed up because Toland exists. Um, he's still going to be faster anyway, even if you do give speed up just to him. Also, I think if you want to give Shu like more support coverage, you could also at the end of his turn, um, he has 100% chance of granting. Oh no, that's gonna screw everything up. Of granting after casting his third skill, he gives everyone on your team AP. Wait, does he do that normally though? I actually don't know. Oh, see, I don't have Unis, so I can't test this myself. Oh, there you are. Well, he grants everyone AP. Okay, so maybe grants immunity to all his teammates for 1 turn. Can I see his ascension or no? That's stupid that you can't see his fucking ascension. Attack up. Yeah, I feel like they need to give him crit as well. Like this is what I'm saying. They give them resonances that like some espers that don't make sense. So yes, the crit rate is cool. It doesn't make sense on Unis because he's support first of all. Um, so just making this better. So giving him crit rate, a passive crit rate would be better because now it guarantees that he's gonna at least be able to give the AP. Um, on follow the wind, is that his first kill? Oh wow, okay. I mean, Avatara and Relief set, and that makes it just disgusting. That is so disgusting with with TA. Oh, that is just recipe of vomit and not happiness. Then he's dispelling one buff from the target upon critting with all of his skills. Guys, I don't think you guys realize they basically like Unis is a good dispeller on his R4, but like they need to make him more consistent. And the best way to doing that, giving him crit rate. So now you have to put less into his crit rates and you can ensure that he gets close to 100%. Because now, most people can't get more than like 60. So an extra 30% would guarantee that it's at least 90. So now you can guarantee the crits. So yeah, and then the attack up on the Gale Force, that's just disgusting. But yeah, Unas pretty much is good where he is. He's a shimmer record, so he doesn't need to be more broken. Um, Yeah, I think we're gonna continue on. Let's go, Lucas. So we'll do a triple. Yeah, we should. I can't speak. We should just do three espers at a time now, because I go pretty fast and I'll stop ranting and bantering. Yeah, and also the problem with the randomness, just like when it's like only a select few espers, is that it ruins your whole setup. Like you can't do a setup. And that was the problem with TA too. Is when you're fighting with TA on your team, you have to build in mind with her when it comes to speed. So whoever you want to go after Tia, you have to give usually the slowest so that when she swaps AP, that Esper is at the top because they're the one with the lowest AP. So you swap with the highest AP. But if the enemy, oh god, got something stuck in my throat. Yeah, but if they have more AP, I think then they have to have more AP than your second fastest Esper in order for your slowest Esper to be second. Otherwise, they'll take the place of the fastest enemy Esper, which if it's less than half of your team, then you have to basically account for that. So that's why TA is a little bit more complicated. But yeah, this is why the randomness doesn't work. Um, okay, so Apollos. After casting Pillar of Light, the bear has a 100% chance of gaining speed up for 2 turns. I think this is a fine skill for Apollo. That's his third skill, right? So I think that's fine because he you already have like a pretty rough time like trying to make sure that he can pull off his skills. He's not a very speedy character, so I think giving him the speed up is fine. Um I think I would have given your team AP like um yeah, he steals 10% AP and then he distributes the stolen AP between his allies on his first skill. I think that would have been a little bit cooler. But the speed up is fine. It makes him a faster controller, which is really what you want. Um, but I think giving the AP to your teammates as well would have been nice because now it takes away the whole randomness like I was talking about. Because now you have to take into account that Apollo might gain AP, so he might go before some of your other allies. So now you can't use his third skill or second skill as leisurely because like you might have a seer on another character that you're waiting to apply, or you may be waiting for debuffs or something like that. So yeah, now you just have to plan around that. So I think giving the AP to your teammates like TA will make him a lot more useful, a lot more. viable in speed cleave, and he'll be less of like the joke free Esper, because he kind of is. Camilla's a lot more useful than him. He's kind of just like the niche AP controller. But yeah, I think if they did that, then it could potentially make him more useful in speed cleave. But yeah, that's all I have for Apollo. Pretty much, they got the gist of it. He needs to be either a faster controller or a better supporter, because he does support your team with the whole controlling thing, but because people usually put light set on him because it's just a good set, and that's going to increase your team's AP anyway. So just like that extra thing to make him more viable with the light set would be cool. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support, helps me out, keeps you up to date on my content. 117 subscribers last time I checked, so you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys later.